Today, I am proud to announce the Tesla D, the most...
Oh, great, a stupid tour guide. Can we just talk to someone important, please? We want to go to Mars.
I'm Elon Musk. Are we gonna have some fun today?
South Park completely destroyed Elon Musk, the Tesla guy. And it's brutal in the most beautiful way possible. Turns out when satire meets a billionaire's ego, you just know chaos is about to trend. Because apparently, even rockets can't fly high enough to dodge South Park's shade.
Who's the sheep herder?
Have you heard of my friend Elon Musk from Tesla?
Good day to you.
Timmy! Hey, how would you like to have a friendly little race?
The chaos started with episode 8 titled Members Only, Season 20, where Elon Musk gives the tour of his facility. The show doesn't waste a second. Within minutes, we're thrown into a parody launch event where Elon struts onto the stage like he's about to announce humanity's next leap, but instead delivers the same recycled promise we've heard since 2016. We'll reach Mars in 8 to 10 years. The audience in the episode collectively sighs, because at this point, it's basically his version of under construction. South Park doesn't just mock the delay, it weaponizes it.
Huh? Whoa, what about going to Mars?
Mars? We're still about 10 years away from going to Mars. Maybe 8.
They turn that one line into the heartbeat of the entire episode, the perfect symbol of how hype and reality have started filing for divorce. So here's the setup. Musk is hosting yet another SpaceX press event, packed with cheering fans, flashing cameras, and the usual symphony of buzzwords: innovation, sustainability, human destiny. But right as he launches into one of his grand monologues, a kid from the crowd asks the simplest question imaginable. Didn't you say that 10 years ago? Boom. Silence. It's like someone unplugged the Wi-Fi at Tesla HQ.
I'm Elon Musk. Are we gonna have some fun today?
Oh, great, a stupid tour guide. Can we just talk to someone important, please? We want to go to Mars.
And getting anywhere takes ingenuity.
From there, things spiral fast. The episode becomes a full-blown roast of his showmanship, mocking how Musk's biggest feature these days isn't technology, it's presentation skills. The writers go all in. They parody his stage habits, the pacing, the dramatic pauses, the "I'm saving humanity" tone, all while the audience in the show keeps asking for details he conveniently forgets to provide. Instead of rocket science, they get inspirational slogans. Instead of progress reports, they get metaphors. And when he's finally cornered by someone asking about missed deadlines...
No, we have to go now!
Well, I'm sorry, but it's a bit more complicated than a pizza pocket. Going to Mars is going to take a lot of very smart people working very hard for a very long time.
South Park doesn't give him a dignified out. They have him panic and start bragging about a new revolutionary pizza pocket that expands in the microwave. Yes, a literal pizza pocket. That's South Park's way of saying, congrats, Elon. You went from Mars missions to Hot Pockets. What makes it sting harder is how close it hits to reality. South Park has always exaggerated its targets, but here they barely need to. Elon's real-life promises to colonize Mars by 2024, then by 2026, then by 2030 have become their own meme. The writers just translate that inconsistency into cartoon chaos. And it's not the first time they've done it either. Remember Season 18, Episode 4, Handy Car, aired on October 15, 2014? That's when Musk first appeared as a cartoon character competing with Timmy's hand-powered taxi business.
The only way for humankind to survive is with imagination and technology. Cars that run on electricity. Solar panels that replace roof shingles.
Back then, the joke was about corporate ego trying to crush something pure. Fast forward to 2025, and the themes evolved now. It's about a man so obsessed with spectacle that he's forgotten why he started building in the first place. The new episode cleverly weaves callbacks to those older parodies. At one point, Musk storms out of a boardroom and yells, "You people don't understand vision?" A line lifted straight from his 2016 cameo in Season 20, Episode 8, Members Only, where he joined the show's storyline about Mars colonization. That moment becomes the connective tissue between the old caricature and the modern meltdown. It's South Park saying, "We warned you back then, you just didn't listen." The parallels are brutal. The same ego, the same exaggerated promises. But this time, the punchlines aged like spoiled milk.
Even food that changes form. You see this? It's a pizza, only 4 inches long. and yet when heated, it expands to make enough pizza to feed 100 people.
Then comes the real kicker, the Mars reveal scene. In the episode, Musk finally takes the crowd to his Mars simulation, which turns out to be a dusty warehouse with red light bulbs and a fog machine. He gives a speech about the dawn of interplanetary life, but halfway through, the power cuts out. The lights come back on, and everyone sees interns duct taping cardboard walls labeled Mars Base Alpha. The silence is deafening. Musk tries to sell it as a creative prototype, but even his own team starts side-eyeing him. It's painful, it's absurd, and it's hilarious all at once.
I call it the Pizza Pocket.
They already have pizza pockets.
Well, I certainly want to thank you all for joining our tour today. You've been a wonderful group. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And here's where the show goes from just funny to downright surgical. They draw a parallel between Musk's collapsing Mars fantasy and Tesla's rocky years between 2021 and 2023. Remember when the stock lost over half its value, lawsuits piled up, and deadlines just kept evaporating? South Park folds all that into the script through background jokes, fake news crawlers mentioning SEC drama, funding secured, not, and autopilot now doubles as auto-excuse. It's satire at its best because it doesn't have to make things up. It just holds up a mirror that's too honest for comfort.
For the past 8 years, Tesla has been the leading innovator in the world of automotive transport. And now the president and CEO of Tesla Motor Cars, Elon Musk.
But the roast isn't meant for the sake of it. The writers are making a point about the cult of personality. They contrast Musk's empty speech with a young girl who walks on stage near the end and introduces a practical, simple solution for affordable energy. She doesn't brag, she doesn't grandstand, she just explains how it works. The crowd goes wild, and when someone asks her, "How did you come up with that?" she says, "My boyfriend supports me." It's such a subtle but savage jab at the tech world's obsession with solo genius, the myth that one charismatic man changes everything while the team behind him stays invisible.
Excuse me? Sorry, can we have a word, please?
What the fuck do you want? Hang on, babe.
This doesn't seem like it's gonna work out, and we're rather busy.
In that moment, South Park doesn't just roast Musk, they roast the entire culture that made him untouchable. That line, "Maybe you should go back to your little cars," is the knockout punch. It's not just an insult, it's a verdict. Because when you strip away the aura, the billion-dollar valuations, and the internet bravado, what's left is a man chasing applause more than progress. South Park nails that duality perfectly, the genius who became his own PR problem. And what's worse, the show does it while staying funny enough to make you forget you're watching a cultural autopsy.
Just give her a chance. She's the smartest, funniest girl on Earth.
I haven't really heard her say anything funny.
Yeah, that's because you have a mental block, Elon Musk. They won't let you get over yourself.
The episode then zooms out, showing how the roast doesn't just affect Elon, it ripples across industries. Reporters, investors, even engineers start reevaluating what they've been idolizing. A montage shows meme versions of Musk flooding social media. His 8 to 10 years line becomes a TikTok sound, fans remixing his speeches with clown music. It's chaotic, but it mirrors real life. South Park's always been more than a cartoon, it's a social amplifier. And when it targets someone as publicly visible as Musk, the damage isn't contained to the punchline. It changes how people talk about him, how journalists frame headlines, how investors judge credibility. Suddenly, every future promise from him carries the weight of that roast.
We've done it, Elon. With this type of energy, we can easily get mankind to Mars.
This is amazing! And it's all thanks to you, little girl. How did you get to be so smart?
I just have a boyfriend who really supports me.
And that's the real sting. For years, Musk's charisma was his currency. His ability to sell vision faster than reality could catch up. But satire like this drains that currency. When South Park turns your public persona into a meme, recovery isn't about clapping back on Twitter, it's about rebuilding trust, brick by brick. The episode captures that perfectly in one final scene. Musk sitting alone in his factory, staring at a sign that says launch scheduled TBD. He sighs, opens his laptop and tweets, "Mars update soon, fade to black." That's South Park's final middle finger, a reminder that for all his talk about building the future, he's still stuck refreshing timelines.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to kind of start over, huh, Elon? Maybe you should just go back to your little cars, huh?
It's honestly brilliant. The writing isn't cruel, it's clinical. They expose how modern innovation sometimes gets hijacked by ego. And what's really scary, it's not entirely wrong. Musk has done incredible things, no doubt, but even geniuses aren't immune to the gravity of hype. South Park just turned that truth into an art form. It's a wake-up call wrapped in a punchline. A reminder that being a visionary doesn't mean you're above critique, and that sometimes comedy is the only language left that people actually believe.
5 years. Mars, maybe a little longer than 5 years. I'd be surprised if we don't have humans on Mars within 10 years.
So yeah, South Park didn't just make fun of Elon Musk. They gave him a cultural mirror, and he's not going to like what's staring back. The man who once made people believe Mars was around the corner now looks like he's still circling Earth, waving from the launch pad. It's brutal, it's hilarious, and it's a perfect South Park classic.